there! Welcome to a new Q&A Tuesday video on the Sugaridoo channel. My name is Irene, and in this video I will talk a little bit about the studio. So last year in August I hosted a studio tour here on YouTube, and now I got the question, is the studio completely finished? So there has been some work on the studio since then, and I'd love to give you a tiny tour and show you what the state of the studio is now. Before we go on the little tour, I would love to say that I just started rearranging yesterday. So I think the setting, the where everything is placed in the studio is final now, but then I still need to do some decorating with some plants and some mini quilts. So let me show you what is going to go where, what is already finished, and what still needs some work. So let me start with a general overview first. So here was the chair that I was just sitting in, and in the studio tour you would have seen the Q16 over here. So I switched the chairs that were normally all the way in the back there. I put them here because all the way in the back, let me show you, that wasn't a really nice spot to sit in, because from this side it really looks nice, especially with the tree house quilt. But then when you would sit here, you would be pretty close to my working area, and well, it felt a little bit cramped, a little bit tiny space to sit here. So I moved them over here, and this feels much better. So the space over here, the floor is all empty, so this is a really nice spot to sit. And then the Q16 moved over there. So yeah, so the place where everything is now, I'm very happy with it. But as you can see, it's not, it's just plain white. I still haven't painted the wood around the doors. Yeah, still need to do that. But also, I would love to make this little nook a little bit more cozy and decorated with some mini quilts. So I already have some mini quilts lined up over here, and we'll need to put that on the wall over there. Pretty happy with the new place of the Q16. It's a nice spot, and I have that door open a lot, so nice fresh air is coming in from there. Yeah, so this is a really nice place for the Q16. And then over here I have my office space, and this table is pretty large, so I'm thinking of maybe changing it for a little smaller desk. But for the time being, it's just going to stay the way it is. I think the bigger my desk, the bigger the mess that I will be making on it. But yeah, but for now, this space, I've had it ever since the beginning of the studio. So when the studio was built, I already put my desk over here, and that just feels really nice because, well, this is my view from the desk, so you have a nice overview of everything happy and bright in the studio. Yeah, so also happy with that. And then this was the space where the Q16 was standing. It's very bright outside windows. So also this wall I'm just going to decorate with happy mini quilts. Yeah, so that's a really nice cozy filming spot, and I'll probably film a lot of my Q&A videos from there. Let's see, what else do we then have in the studio? Well, my workbench, that also pretty much stayed the same from when we built the studio. So I still have my packing boxes over here on this side, and my rulers, we hang them up over here. This area I need to sort through. I have all my large cutting mats over there, and the sewing machine built in. So this workbench I custom made together with my father-in-law, so we could create it just the way I wanted to, and my Bernina fits in here perfectly and it works like a charm. So still very happy with this. So yeah, that is completely finished. So I think, yeah, when you look at this, it only needs some decorating, and then I could say that that whole area is finished. Here I added some shelves? No, well, wardrobes, kind of, but then for all my crafty stuff. Yeah, everything nicely put away behind the doors. So that's also finished. And then this wall, I was thinking about putting mini quilts over here, but then it's lovely to display big quilts. So this is a tree house quilt. We still have kits for that, by the way. Yeah, lovely to put it up over here and have it on display. And then the final thing I want to show you are my design boards. Yeah, let me put the camera over there. That will probably give you the best view. So, may I introduce you to my design boards? I'm so happy with them. So we put rails to the ceiling and we made design boards. Also a project that I made with my father-in-law, and we made two of them. So a white one and a gray one with a nice grid on it. So we made these with a very thin wood layer backside, and then there is a layer of styrofoam on there, so that you can also place your pins in the design wall. And then this one has a layer of cotton batting, and this layer has a layer of flannel, and they both really stick nicely, so you don't need pins. But if you have a bigger project, or if I put something on the back wall, then I often stick a pin in it, because they are a little bit close together, so otherwise the projects will fly off really easily. So these design walls have something very nice as well in the studio, that they block all the sunlight whenever I put them in front of the fabrics. So that's really nice, and yeah, I can put all the projects that I work on, I can put them there entirely. And it's behind my sewing machine. So in the old studio I also had a design wall, but then it was on the other side of the studio. So now when I'm sewing, I have my design wall behind me, so when I'm piecing a quilt together, it works like a charm. It's so nice. Yeah, and the rails I just ordered online, a railing system for slider doors or for, I don't know, gym equipment. They are pretty heavy duty because the panels are big and they have a kind of a wood structure in them. Yeah, so very happy with that part of the studio. So let me show you a little bit up close what it looks like. So they're pretty thick, as you can see, and well, the back side is not really showing, of course, but there's a layer of wood and a layer of styrofoam, and well, I think we used 2 layers of wood so that it would be really sturdy and that it wouldn't wobble. So there's a thin layer of wood, then there is latches. I will put the English word in the screen, and there's another layer of wood, and then there is styrofoam. So if I can find them, I will show you some photos from when we were making this. yeah, so lovely. And yeah, with the styrofoam you can also easily put in some pins, so perfect. And this with the grid, I think it's from K-Facet, the flannel. It's really handy. So one very happy quilter over here with my design walls and the studio that is, it feels finished. Yeah, all the functionality is here. I just want to do some more decorating. And that's pretty much it. So question, is the studio completely finished? Yeah, I think as finished as it will be, because of course it will be ever evolving. When I have new ideas or plans, we will just make it and rebuild and redecorate. So yeah, this is it. And if you have any questions about the design wall or about the studio or about anything Sugaridoo or quilting related, just pop it in the comments down below. I would love to read your questions, and maybe I can answer them in the next upcoming Q&A Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye!